Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yay. My, oh my, I need to hang me a slave. Zippity doo dee. Zippity yay. My, oh my, I got to hang me a slave. A bald headed slave, that is. A bald headed slave, that is. I like those t shirts. All right. I'm not going to be long because went through was pure trash. Pure trash. And I might just go live, just not on my cell phone. But I'll just go live about it. Oh shit. Me and my family had a nice dinner. And see, this is the type of nonsense that I try to avoid. But you get every once in a good while, you get some Columbo nigga, some big fat ass John Candy looking motherfucker with glasses on. Why do you niggas always wear glasses inside your house? That's just asinine to me. But anyway, uh, by the way, I know you hating on my dreadlocks, but your bitch like it, so I ain't got to worry about that shit. So anyway, um, needless to say, like I said, having lunch with my dinner with my family, and the next thing I know, this dude named calls himself New Wrestling World Odor because he smells like straight ass, right? Smelling like straight ass, talks like straight ass. And nigga, you wasn't roasted at all. You weren't roasting. All you was doing is just singing songs like you sing songs better than RuPaul, which you gay as shit. Ain't nobody wants you. No, nobody wants you, nigga. Probably a fat ass white woman, bro. You probably with a married to a fat ass white woman. And you got some ugly ass kids. But anyway, but it's just like I said. I'm there minding my own business, and this is the dude that I listen to a whole bunch of wrestling fans online. I listen to a whole bunch of wrestling fans, but I started listening to this guy heavy. I started listening to this guy real heavy. Yeet. And all I said was, because I know Jay Uso lost, and I was going to do a live reaction to what happened tonight as far as wrestling is concerned. But this niggas, boy. Niggas go online and talk all that goofy shit. He went from wrestling to Umar Johnson. We went from talking because, like I said, I listen to him and I listen to other people speak. He's not the only one that I listen to. So I listen to him and I listen to other people. So the only thing that I said was, is that y'all some Jey Uso haters. Not necessarily talking to him, but whatever. If the shoe fits, wear it, bitch. I love Kane. And you know what? We could have talked about wrestling for that whole entire hour that he was just talking shit about me. He was talking shit about my family, talking about suck his dick or whatever the case is. Like, bruh, you call me gay, but I bet you I'll wax your mama's ass, your sister's ass, the porch poodle, the female porch poodle's ass, I bet you I'll wax all that shit with my charms and my good looks. So this is look like a 50-year-old. This look like a 50-year-old man with 50-year-old with 20-year-old issues, right? Undertaker was solid, but I like Kane better. Anyway, so we were talking about Jay, and I knew Jey Uso was gonna lose. They want their white boy. They want their white boy. So Cody Rhodes won that shit. Cody Rhodes won, and I said, "Damn, y'all some Umar haters for real, for real." So Jey Uso lost, and I was kind of down about it, but then again, I was like, you know what? I'm done with wrestling. I'm done with wrestling. I'm done with it because obviously Triple H got issues. Triple H got freaking issues. Wait for my neighbors to go in the house. We went from wrestling to basically public figures in a millisecond. I said, yeah, he's looking for content. This nigga is looking for content. And he was. And then he went on about my wife, wanted to know who I was. Nigga, I'm not that desperate to know who a man is. I could care less about you, bro. I could care less about this whole thing. I turn this off in a hell of a second and won't be bothered with you. But you made it personal. So I said, okay, cool. Then he acted like he wanted to dox. You know how many times I've been doxed, asshole? You know how many times I've been doxed by the sector that I was at? This means nothing to me. It only means something when I see you around my way and you want to do something to me. Again, I ain't with none of that. I ain't with none of that foul shit. But if you like dudes that way, I mean, that's on you, bro. You must have been in the penitentiary. Oh, no. This dude, he wants to suck my dick. He wants to suck my dick. No, I do not. No, the fuck I do not. And if I do pay for hoes, I pay for yours. If I paid for hoes, I definitely paid for yours. And the bitch was kind of sloppy too, but let me calm that down because I got neighbors. But anyway, so we went through that whole tangent. Thank you for the sub. We went through that whole tangent for that whole. I don't even know how. Again, I was with my family. I was trying to enjoy the dinner, and we could have kept it on wrestling. You wanted to jump into other things. It was my first time over there. I didn't know he didn't do panels. His name is New Wrestling World Order or something. I would tell your real name, but I don't dox. I would tell your real name, but I do not dox. I'm not like you and these little faggots around here trying to dox to see where a nigga live. The last time a person did that got his head fucking blown off. You want your head to be blown off, nigga? Come to where I'm at. Come to Las Vegas. Come to where I'm at. Come to the wrong motherfucking neighborhood. See if you don't get blasted. That doxing shit, I don't fucking play with. I don't fucking play with that doxing shit. I wanted to keep it strictly on wrestling, but he going to the wrong direction. He said, "Come to the congregation." It's like I wanted to have a conversation, but it's like want a dumb nigga to do some dumb foul shit like that to appease to his crowd, to appease to his audience. So anyway, I was gonna make a live reaction to it. It basically Monday Night Raw was foul. It sucked. I don't think I want to watch wrestling every. I just hope if I just say this and I'll be done with it. If Jade wins Queen of the Ring, hopefully she gets the belt. Naomi comes, cashes her shit in, and takes the belt from her. Gunther, I'm done with Gunther. Goldberg and Gunther. Goldberg and Gunther. They could have wrestled without the championship. Could have kept the belt on Jey Uso, and I wouldn't mind it if Seth Rollins would have gotten it for real. He could have cashed in the Money in the Bank and got it. I wouldn't care. Triple H need to get fired. He has no vision, no story, nothing. He has no vision for it. At one time, Triple H used to be, I think he's 6'2". At one point, he was like 238. No, not 238. Like 6'2", 238, 235, soaking wet, right? Jey and him talking about him, hey, you glazing Jey Uso? What type of nonsense is that? Talking to a 50-year-old man who acts like a goddamn teenager. This is crazy. This is insane. And all them people in the chat, in his chat, are gay. So I might go. You know what? I might go live. I might go live with it. I might go live on my computer. But I'm learning not to. I didn't say if it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. You must be from his camp. If it don't apply, let it fly. I just wanted to keep it strictly on wrestling. And if you happen to clip this part and send it back to him, tell him everything that I said, I meant. I guess nigga don't even want to have a conversation. And oh, by the way, Tariq Nasheed is FBA. You're the one that said that you listened to Tariq Nasheed, Mr. Mink Slide nigga. He is FBA. He claims that shit. Dumbass. Like Umar the Pan-African to fucking, I don't even know who is what's her face? Not the real Dana. I'm not thinking about the real Dana. But anyway, I wouldn't even want to talk about that. So I won't be listening to him no more. And if he would have kept it on wrestling, I could have talked about the part where he could have the next move for Jay to do is to get back with his brother Jimmy and just be tag team wrestlers. But once you become a singles wrestler, it's like, why would you go back? Why would you go backwards? Why the fuck would you want to go backwards? That's why I don't plan on watching it. I just hope, like I said, if Jade somehow gets the belt and Naomi steals it from her, good for her. After that, she can retire, have Jimmy, has John, aka Jimmy's baby, and that's it. Because Jimmy, aka is John, and of course Jay is Joe or Joseph. It's crazy. So it's going to be Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. They always want their white guy. They always want Triple H. Always wants his white guys. And the sad part about it is I was listening and was with this dude up until the point where he insulted me or tried to insult me. You can't insult me. I've been through a whole lot worse than what you tried to do tonight. I mean, you weren't doing anything but just merely making my kids laugh when they listen to you. I mean, you were making my kids laugh. Like, who the hell is this goofy goof? Drawing my freaks on. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. Pretty soon I'm gonna be done with this online shit because, like I said, niggas like to take it to a whole nother level when you want to keep it strictly on what it was. If you agree with them on something, they want you to agree with them all the way. Umar Johnson is this. Umar Johnson is that. Umar Johnson's done more than you, nigga. Umar Johnson's done way more than you, nigga. All you doing is just sitting by. I ain't got my glasses on. And I got my bald head, chipped head. And I smell like I ain't washed the back of my ass in a while. And I'm pissing on streets and shit. Acting like a funky, goofy goof. That nigga is goofy. That nigga look like a fat ass Duncan. What's the dude's name from Green Mile? Looking like a fat ass Clark Duncan. Come on, man. Looking like a fat ass Clark Duncan. It's just for Cody Rhodes. Cody is better than Roman. Your opinion. Cody, come on. Now Cody is not better than Roman. We must be talking about a whole different Roman. Cody is not better than fucking Roman. Cody is not better than Roman. I would say because it was supposed to be The Rock versus Roman Reigns, but at some point it just switched and it just got stupid. It just got stupid. Although I was happy that Cody completed his story. I was glad of that. But then you got writers that don't even know how to write. You got writers and bookers that don't even know how to book. LA Knight should have been the one to win the Money in the Bank. He should have been the one to win Money in the Bank, and then of course he could have cashed in with Jey Uso. I would have said nothing. I wouldn't have said anything. Just go ahead and cash in. But no, they gave it to a 40-year-old can't even think right now. It's just stupid. They gave it to a 40-year-old Seth Rollins. No disrespect to Seth Rollins, but I just think it's just time for some new blood to make things a little bit more interesting. It just needs to just be different. But Triple H don't want to make it different because he must have an agenda. But anyway, you know what? It would be so right for me to just go live on my laptop and just roast the fuck out this old ass dude. It's like Jason Blackwood said, never trust none of these old niggas. Stupid ass don't even know Tariq Nasheed's FBA. He claims FBA. Stupid ass nigga. But anyway. I got other things I can be doing right now with my time. I'm just letting it known. If he ever comes on my page, and that's the next thing he did, he went on my page and started researching old stuff. I don't give. I could care less what people think about Umar. I could care less. He winning, you ain't. Motherfuckers married to a snow bunny. Ooh, so would we be good tag team? I'm not saying that they wouldn't be good tag teams. They're a good tag team duo. Not as bad as the Street Profits, but I digress. So I'm not saying that they wouldn't be good uh, tag team partners, because they're one of the greatest duos right now as we speak. One of the greatest duos, other than the Street Profits, other than the Good Day. Why do they call themselves Good Day? I wanted to ask them that when they came here. Why do they call themselves the Good Day? But anyway, but like I said, when you're a singles wrestler and you won uh not only tag team gold, but you win the Intercontinental belt, and then you don't win it for that long. Oh, somebody in trouble. They must want to go get that nigga. So anyway, you can't just go from winning Intercontinental, the IC belt, win it for a short time, then win the World Heavyweight belt, and then win that for a short time. It just it's just not it's not healthy. Please make me a mod. I don't know you to be making you a mod, whoever you are. But like I said, I would roast him, but it wouldn't be. I'm too old to be roasting old people. What he need to do is go wash his ass. That's all. That's all he need to do. That's what he need to do. He just needs to go wash his ass. Because what he said to me tonight sounds and smells like shit. Go wash your old ass, nigga. I'm giving you grace and mercy. And let's stop. Let's stop the threats. Let's stop the threats. You want me to pay you some? You want me to pay you some money to come over here? It will be an embarrassment. You will be my trick for the day. You would be my trick for the whole fucking day if that were to occur. Why do stupid niggas act like that? I just don't understand it. And you safe in your own little private environment. I get it. And you got the lights down low, and you you sounding like a broke ass Barry White. I'm hit hit the cashier. Oh, Triple H, The Rock. He says like she. Triple H in The Rock. Get your shit together. In The Rock. Hating on Rikishi. You hating on Rikishi? You like the Samoans? Samoans ain't nothing but niggas. Stupid. Just because they have a plethora of nationalities in them. Jay Uso, Samoan, nothing but a nigga. Jimmy Uso, nothing but a nigga. Rikishi, nothing but a nigga. Superfly Jimmy Snooker, nothing but a nigga. Yokozuna, nothing but a nigga. Sumo, nothing but a nigga. Roman Reigns, come from a different cloth, but he's cousins and he's kin. Nothing but a nigga. Samoans ain't nothing but Samoan niggas. This dude is stupid. I'm very well versed. You very well versed in the ass whooping if I ever see you. You are very well versed in the ass whooping. If I ever see you, you talking about you gonna lay into me. Motherfucker, you don't know how to fight. I can tell you're not a fighter. Just because you lift weights. I know niggas who will knock you out in a millisecond. Don't fuck with me. I know too many niggas that will knock you out in a millisecond. Just because you lift weights. That shit don't surprise me over here. And you in New York City too? No wonder. No fucking wonder. Clown. You got let me shut up. I'm too old to be fucking with old niggas who do young nigga shit. Only dumb young niggas get online and talk this foul mouth shit. You 50 years old on the mic. You probably that mic stank, nigga. He put his mouth on. That microphone stank, nigga. Just like your ass, it stank, nigga. Anyway, I'm pretty much done with wrestling. I'm done with wrestling. I'm done with watching it. John Cena's out the door. Pretty soon, I mean, Roman Reigns, he was supposed to show up tonight, didn't show up. Oh well. So if he don't show up, that means they were messing with his contract, trying to reduce his contract from 15 million to possibly 10 million. And he's probably saying fuck that. So we'll see. Like I said, the only thing that excites me is when let me give credit to the Goofy. Let me give a little bit of credit to the Goofy. When Goofy tonight, and like I said, I listened to him enough. When Goofy started talking about the black wrestlers like Carmelo Hayes and them not getting any shine, I agree. I totally agree with the nigga. And I agree with him on a couple of things, and I know he has hatred for the Samoans. But your panties was all up in the bunch. Not only about when I support the Samoans heavy. I support Rikishi. I support Jacob Fatu. I support all them brothers. I support all of them. I don't know what home training what rock you crawled out of. I don't know what type of home training you've gotten, but I've learned to respect all my African brothers and sisters. Punk. All of us come from different different sides and different places and different ages. All the same nationality. We are all African. You are African, con man. Talk about you. He wants to suck. I want We-On-Loc Nation to suck my dick. Better back the fuck up away from me. I would take your bitch, but I don't do pork. Excuse my baby language. But like I said, Jey Uso lost tonight, like I said before. So, in my estimation, he might as well just try it one last time with Jimmy, because they ain't doing Jimmy no justice at all. I don't know what him and Jacob Fatu are going to do, We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next week. But at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. Gunther, that's their white guy. It's kind of strange that you have two heels with two belts on them. Normally, it would be a babyface and a heel, but having the belt, but they ain't gonna give it to nobody special. They ain't gonna give it to. They're not gonna give it to CM Punk or or they ain't gonna put a. They don't even put a strap on Carmelo Hayes. But Carmelo Hayes is a good wrestler. Hell, they won't even put a strap on Solo Sikoa. Like I said, I like Solo Sikoa because he looked like a damn baby face. I seen him on I studied him. I seen him on NXT. He was pretty good in NXT. And this is the reason. And another thing, why don't they send Trick Williams over to the WWE? Because that's not their guy. He doesn't have potential. But you're right at letting them stay over there and win belts, develop a little bit more. Just like the other Fatus, I don't even know what half their names are. But just black Americans hating on their own heritage. Goddamn shame. Goddamn. Brock Lesnar ain't Brock Lesnar is not returning. They even rumored that Stone Cold was going to be returning. That's not happening anytime soon. Stone Cold is not coming back. Stone Cold's not coming back. Brock Lesnar made too much money off of UFC, professional wrestling, all that. He's made too much money. Why would he come back? I don't know. I don't know what The Rock's gonna do, but he better do something quick. He better do something quick. All that is just. I mean, wrestling may be fake, but when you spend, it ain't fake to me. You know why? It's the profit. When you spend the minimum, the minimum is $700 a seat. The minimum is $700 a seat. When you spend $700 for a nosebleed seat, you are invested. You are nearly invested. AJ is better than Gunther. AJ is about to AJ Styles is a year and some change away from getting out the door. He's injury prone. All you're gonna have left is Jake. What's his name? Not Logan Paul. That's all you're gonna have is racist ass Logan Paul. That's all you're gonna have. You're gonna have Logan Paul, the Luchadors, Braun Breaker. They ain't doing Braun Breaker no justice. Big E. Big E got injured. I think he's getting married, or he already got married. My bad. My bad. Listen, the only thing I'm looking forward to is Naomi cashing in her bank, cashing in that contract, stealing the belt from Jade or whoever. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. So she can retire, so her and Jimmy can have that baby, because that's what she wants to do. if they do not let her cash in them chips to get that belt, this would be all for nothing. I would be upset. I wouldn't be pissed, but I'll be upset. Shouts out to Big E, by the way. Shouts out to Big E, even though he a snow bunny hopper. I'm just playing. Even though he a snow bunny hopper, shouts out to Big E. Shouts out to the New Day though. And Montez Ford, they screwed the Profits for what, 5 years? And I have to give credit again. But we've already seen it. Those who are wrestling fans, we have already seen it. When Booker T came from WCW to the WWE, everybody in that locker room was treating him like trash. That's why Sting didn't even, he was offered a contract at first, but from Vince McMahon, but he said, nah, I ain't gonna deal with that. Because he's seen how Booker T got treated. And it's bad enough that The Rock came with that promo. I mean, he thrashed him with that promo. But the promo that Triple H did with high flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, Ric Flair, racist boy. I call him the Nazi boy. I don't call him the nature boy. I call him Nazi boy. What he said to Booker T, I said, typical. AEW, I tried to catch up with it. Oh, speaking of AEW, shouts out to Lance. Shouts out to Lance because Triple H does not like people who look and wrestle better than his white colleagues. Shouts out to old Lance. I forgot. I keep forgetting his whole name, but shouts out to them because they do not freaking know how to do talent in WWE. The AEW, and I seen Edge over there. Shouts out to Edge. Shouts out to Christian. And Sting was in AEW for a couple of years, and he finally retired. Sting is 66 years old now. That was one of my favorite wrestlers. But because Jey Uso, because I said that, and I say this all the time, and people come to my channel and we have a conversation. We don't get on the mic and we start talking trash or we do a misdirection. And this is what this goofy did tonight. He did a whole misdirection. I said, let me not react to this nigga. Let me not react. But then he got personal and I was like, all right, let me cook him in his own chat. He's a failure. For one, this nigga is a failure at happiness. He's a whole failure at happiness. Probably got a snow bunny in that house, in that gloomy house right now. He probably got a white snow bunny in that gloomy house of his right now, wearing such $120. It's $120 for these shades, and your dumbass is wearing them in the house. He wanted to look good in the dark. Stupid. Tariq Nasheed. I fucks with Tariq Nasheed, but you too stupid enough to know he's FBA. You stupid. I don't rock with FBA. If you don't rock with FBA, that means you don't rock with Tariq Nasheed. Stupid. Make up your mind. Either you rock with Tariq Nasheed or you don't rock with him. I ought to send him this clip. I ought to send him your clip, nigga. I rocks with Tariq Nasheed. Fuck FBA. Fuck Adolphs and all them. You say fuck FBA, what you think he gonna say? Tether ass nigga. Oh, moist boy. You gonna be a moist 50-year-old? Never mind. I would go in on your ass, but you haven't watched that bitch in a while. Sitting in that same seat. That chair you sitting in and that microphone hot as fuck. That chair and that microphone is hot as hell. I got some spray. I got some spray if you want it. He's singing songs to another grown ass man. WWE is all about the bloodline of Samoans. Not necessarily, because wasn't Rocky Maivia? You had Rocky Maivia, The Rock's dad, and of course you had Superfly Jimmy Snuka on it. But Superfly Jimmy Snuka is one I grew up with. I grew up in that era when they had Junkyard Dog, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, fucking Rick the Model Martel, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Mr. Perfect. I was in that era. The Bushwhackers, Legion of Doom. Well, Legion of Doom come till later on. Of course, you had racist ass Hulk Hogan and the Nacho Man, Randy Savage. And then later on, you have Farouk come in, Ahmed Johnson. You had all them players coming up in there. He's talking about I'm a coon. Nigga don't even know what a fucking coon is. I'm the coon, but I support Umar Johnson. Could have kept it on wrestling, but decided to act Mr. Goofy Goof. Okay. He don't have to worry about it. He don't have to worry about me visiting anymore. He don't have to do it. We could have had like a dialogue or something. We could have kept it right there, but you wanted to prove that you Mr. Goofy Goof. So you look like a mixture of Xavier Booker T. Get the fuck out of here. No, because the moment Ric Flair would tell me on a promo or not, if you would have told me on a promo, all you do is, what do you say, put a chauffeur hat on, you carry my bags. This is the same man that called Teddy, the manager, Teddy, I think it's Teddy Riley or something like that, Teddy a nigger. This is the same person that called Teddy a nigger. Yes, Ric Flair. Mm-hmm. He's pretty much racist all the board. Yo, Nino, you don't know what I've been through tonight, boy. I'm sitting there relaxing, chilling, having a good time with family. And we were just talking about wrestling. Teddy Long, thank you. I was just chilling, right? And I listen to wrestling fans. I'm a wrestling fan myself, so I was listening to a plethora of wrestling YouTubers. And I knock into this guy. He's what was he called? The new wrestling world older. I call him older. It's order, but it's older because that nigga's breath smell like shit when he talk. But anyway, then you said Dawson Davis, dude, don't put his real name on. Don't put his real name on here. Put his little goofy ass stage name. Do not put his real name on there. Daniel Jones, do not put his real name on here. The one thing that I don't do and I don't play with is doxing. I don't dox people. I don't dox people and I never will. But anyway, this nigga want to be on some goofy shit. We could have kept it on wrestling, but he went from, just because I said y'all some Jey Uso haters. Just because, that microphone smell like shit. But anyway, he was a wrestling man. I don't give a fuck what he is. He could have kept it. He could have kept it strictly on wrestling. Could have kept it strictly on wrestling. I had no problem with. I don't even know that nigga. I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't know him. But you take it personal. You go from 0 to 10 in 10 seconds. Something is wrong with you, yeet. And I was with him up until the point, because this is what I was trying to say, but I did not know he didn't do panels or whatever the case may be. What I was going to say was, and this wasn't even directed at him. This was directed to the people in the chat. So anyway, and then him making threats and allegate, I care not about that, because the one thing I learned, when it comes to my family, I don't play over here. I do not play over here. So you can keep your little threats, and he says he's from New York. I could give a fuck less where you from. Keep it on the topic. That's what we're here on YouTube for, right? It's my shit. I can do whatever I want. Fine. Fuck you. I'm out. But you made it personal. He made it personal. Talking about me, talking about my family, talking about my wife, talking about my kids, talking about my parents who are in heaven right now. My mother and my father, they're gone. My mother and my father, they're gone. So that don't bother. None of that shit bothers me. What bothers me is when you have a goofy goof say the things that he said directly at me, and I'm gonna threaten me in the process. I mean, it's like I don't look at you no more. I could care less. I can care less about you, bruh. You see, the people who I talk wrestling with, that's all we fucking do. We talk wrestling. You would not be invited into the cookout, you coward ass punk. Talking about suck your dick. Nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to, bruh? Come from out them clouds and I'll show you what a real man is. I could give a fuck less if you lift weights, nigga. I can give a fuck less who you look 5'10" to me. You look my height. I'll tell you who I am. I'm 5'10", 239 pounds. I whoop 6'5" niggas for a living. But more importantly, you goddamn right, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I live in Las Vegas where I had guns and knives pulled on me. And yet I'm still here. I thought you were 6'5". I am not 6'5". I wish I was. I wouldn't want to be that tall. Just give me 6'1". Give me 6'1". I'm good. Raw was trash. That's what I was trying to. I already said in the chat. I was in the chat. I said Raw is trash. Raw is fucking trash. SmackDown is garbage. SmackDown. You know why? When Vince left, and he had to leave for legal reasons. He had to step down for legal reasons. Triple H became head COO, whatever. He became writer, development, charge, whatever, creative, whatever. His dilemma, his whole dilemma, his whole dynamic was to basically destroy wrestling from there. I'm from Las Vegas, so that's what's up. Oh, cool. His Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a.k.a. Paul Levesque, was basically there to destroy everything. That's why he put the belt on Cody. But here's the thing. This is the reason why I'm glazing Jey Uso so much. You put the IC belt on him for not even 50 days. And then put it back on Braun Breaker. Then you give him the World Heavyweight title. Him and Gunther fought 6 times. This would be the 6th time, excuse me. They fought 4 times before they get to the fifth chapter. They fought 5 times. He finally got the belt off of him. And in 51 days, you take the belt off of him to put it back on Gunther to have a World Wrestling Championship match with 60-some-year-old Goldberg? And you know what? Y'all spend the money. Y'all spend the money. Y'all spend the fucking money. I don't spend no money. Y'all spend the money for that. Y'all spend the money on that shit. Cody Rhodes is a chump. Yeah, he has a year reign. They love their white boys. Put the belt on. Who's a good candidate? Put the belt on. I forgot what his name was. Because guess what? When put the belt on Damian. Put the belt back on Damian Priest. No, better yet, don't put it on Damian Priest. Put it on Sheamus. I mean, I can't believe I'm mentioning some of these white cats, but nevertheless, they ain't gonna put it on a Carmelo Hayes. They're not gonna put the belt on Carmelo Hayes. They put Dirty Dom. That's a waste. That's a waste. And no disrespect to Rey Mysterio's kid. That's a whole waste. That is a whole damn waste. I wouldn't mind it if LA Knight, because he's just a wannabe version of Stone Cold anyway, but he's starting to grow on me. If he would have won Money in the Bank and would have waited till SummerSlam to take the belt off of Jey Uso, I would have said nothing. He's boring because of bad booking. He is boring because of bad storylines. Triple H is, and you don't even put the belt on, who's the dude with the sword? Who's the dude with the sword and the kilt? You know, he's becoming he's becoming my favorite wrestler. What if Goldberg would have Drew McIntyre? I wouldn't have had no problems if they put it on Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre deserves it. If Goldberg would have won, it would be a damn shame. What the hell are you putting it on Goldberg for? He's 60-something years old. I'm sorry, he's 56 years old. My bad. He's 56 years old. AJ Styles, he's 1 year away from going out the door. Put a belt on him, I wouldn't mind. Give him the IC belt. Give him the IC belt. The thing about it is, it's like Rikishi said, and people want to shit on Rikishi. Rikishi was right. These are bad writers. Tell you what, go to Ajax. I think it's Ajax. Let me see. He might be Ajax. He's a more of a wrestling guru than me. Ajax. No, I don't. Hold on. Ajax. No, I can't do it. Go on some dude named Ajax. And he talks about wrestling all the time. Right? Can you get a smarch? I love the content. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. I'm only doing this, and I'll be talking about this shit week. I'll be talking about this shit next week. So just come on through We-On-Loc Nation. Come to the We-On-Loc Nation channel. I'll put it up. So because it's going to be a busy week. It's going to be a busy week for me. Are you going to get a haircut? I'm not going to even dignify that with a comment. Although I should get my haircut. I'm sure get my haircut next week. Talking about you need to fuck. Your dreads is too thick. You need to cut those fucking dreads off. Just because you want to grab onto them, bro. But I don't swing that way, brother. I don't swing that way. Maybe you do, but I don't swing that way, my bro. I don't swing that way, my guy. I don't swing that way, my boy. I don't swing that way, my boy. I'll tell you what. I'll go. I got some homies from Japan, right? Yeah, I'm from the Rainbow Coalition, the real Rainbow Coalition, not some of this agate ass shit that you be used to. I'm talking about when the Black Panthers. See, I know some shit. When the Black Panthers hosted the Rainbow Coalition with the whites and with the Hispanics, asshole. See, you ain't the one that knows some shit. So anyway, for my own rate, I got some brothers from Japan, right? They'll buy this goofy new World Wrestling Order blow up one of those robot dolls, right? And you can command it to do whatever you want. You can command it to open up its mouth and do whatever it is you do. Whatever. This nigga claimed to know more about the United States of America than niggas is letting on. Good for you, my guy. As we give a shit. Hate on Umar, hate on yourself. You know what's really the problem? You know what's really the problem? He wish he was in Umar's shoes. He wish he was in his shoes. Hey, watch yourself, Freedom. They you don't want the channel to get flagged. They can find you too, and they can flag you too. But you probably don't have nothing but a profile. So YouTube purposes, just watch that, yeah. because we got too much going on. We got the war in Iran going on. They're at war with us because dumbass Donald Trump. And oh, by the way, y'all be careful on the 4th of July. Excuse me. Y'all be careful not to get in any crowded places. Just be careful out there. You don't know what the hell is going to go on the 4th of July. Any of these damn holidays. And what's sad is I got to work on that holiday. So just be careful. But anyway, this has been about a minute. And if you see homeboy, tell him whatever, but tell him the truth. That's all I say. That's all I ask. So if you see homeboy, tell him you don't have to worry about me coming to his little rinky-dink ass chat anymore because, but get a better microphone because that microphone smell like ass, nigga. That microphone smell like straight up ass, and so does that seat. I got some soap in the crib. You want to? I can talking about $2,500 to give you a ticket so you come to Las Vegas so you can get embarrassed, nigga. I'll mail you some fucking soap. I'll mail you some fucking soap to wash that neck, wash that ass, and wash your fucking tongue. So don't you ever think you gonna be roasting me, nigga. I will roast you in the pit of hell, nigga. I will roast you. You know what? Shut up. Because this is what people do. This is what people do. But like I said, y'all be careful out there, whatever it is you do. And I'll let y'all next week. I got shit to do.